The description of the family. Marisol is located to the middle to lower left of this genogram with a double circle to highlight her role as the index person of this assessment. Marisol identifies as a Puerto Rican, cisgender, heterosexual female who is 34 years of age. She was referred by her physician for somatic symptoms of insomnia and loss of energy. She also describes the inability to concentrate, a decreased appetite, and a loss of interest in activities she formerly enjoyed. Marisol was previously married to a man named Ramon, located just to the left of Marisol on this genogram, and together they had a daughter named Isabel. Marisol and Ramon married in 2004, and Ramon left in 2006 when Isabel was only 14 months old. The divorce was finalized in August of 2007. As you can see on this genogram, there is an emotional cutoff between Marisol and Ramon, as well as between Isabel and Ramon. Isabel identified as a Puerto Rican, cisgender, heterosexual female who is 15 years of age. Marisol and Isabel are both bilingual, but only speak Spanish when talking to family in Puerto Rico. Marisol met Patrick in the fall of 2010 while he was stationed in Puerto Rico with the U.S. Coast Guard as a helicopter mechanic. They married February 14th, 2011. Patrick identifies as an Irish American, cisgender, heterosexual male who is 38 years of age. Patrick was previously married as well. If you look to the right of Patrick on this genogram, you will see his first wife, Mandy, whom he married in 2005. Together, they had a son named Liam in May of 2008. The two separated for irreconcilable differences, and the divorce was finalized in July of 2010. Liam identifies as a Caucasian, cisgender, heterosexual male of 12 years of age. For the past 10 years, Liam has lived with Mandy in Connecticut during the school year and stayed with Patrick and Marisol for 2 months each summer. Patrick and Liam have stayed close through talk and text and alternating holiday visitations. Together, Marisol and Patrick have a son, Eddie. Eddie is 6 years old, and he has lived in 3 different states. He was born in Clearwater, Florida. They transferred to San Diego, California when he was 1, and then transferred to Elizabeth City, North Carolina when he was 5. Eddie is struggling in school and is described by Patrick as nonstop. He is described by Marisol as busy but bright, although both parents describe challenging behaviors of aggression and acting without thinking. During the session, Marisol demonstrates enmeshed behaviors with Eddie as she constricts his autonomy to explore the counseling environment and shows an intrusiveness in his play. She also interferes critically with Patrick's present parenting of Eddie. This enmeshed behavior is noted on the genogram as 2 straight red lines. When Patrick and Marisol transferred to Florida in the summer of 2011, Marisol decided to leave Isabel with her sister Valentina for her first grade year, a common practice in Puerto Rico. Isabel moved to Florida when she was 7 and Liam is 4. They feel their relationship is similar to that of first cousins and describe their summer visits as really fun. You will notice on this genogram that Liam and Eddie do not share the same emotional relationship as Liam and Isabel, which Liam attributes to the fact that Eddie is a lot younger than he is and he changes a lot in between visits. For extended family, you will notice that Marisol has a close relationship with her sister Valentina and her mother Camila. Marisol describes an enmeshed relationship between her mother and her brother Luis, who moved back in with them after Hurricane Maria. Again, you will note the enmeshment on the genogram by the 2 solid red lines. Marisol expresses that her father, Carlos, was always working and was very authoritarian. Her indifference to him is noted on the genogram by a dashed red line. All of Marisol's family continues to live in Puerto Rico. Her sister Valentina and husband Derek have 2 daughters, Anna and Maria. Marisol's family is considered an emotional support to all of the family but Liam. Patrick expresses that he is emotionally close to his mother and father, Colleen and James, and that he is an only child. Patrick sees his parents as an emotional support. While Marisol feels her in-laws are a bit cold because they are not emotionally expressive, she says she does not feel emotionally supported by them. This is represented as indifference or a dashed red line on the genogram. The children do not list them as emotional supports either, but they also do not feel this relationship is a burden. Liam does express a strong dislike for Mandy's boyfriend, however, who you will find to the right of Mandy on the geogram. Liam describes him as mean. You will notice the dashed black line between Mandy and her boyfriend with the symbol of a house in the middle. This symbolizes cohabitation. This summer, Mandy and her boyfriend moved in together, which prompted Liam's desire to change custodial residency to live full-time with Patrick and Marisol. He moved in with them in July. This new living arrangement is the stressor that prompted their seeking therapy for the presenting problem. I also want to note that Liam's relationship with Mandy's boyfriend is demonstrated on the genogram by that triangular red line as well to show hostility. And that's the family.